My boyfriend told me he was fine not having kids, but what I found later made me question everything. I have never wanted kids, not even a little bit. The idea of being responsible for another human for the rest of my life does not feel beautiful to me. It feels terrifying. I like my freedom, I like my peace, and I have always been honest about that from the start. So when I started dating him, one of the first serious conversations we had was about the future marriage lifestyle and kids. I told him straight up I do not see myself ever being a mom. I expected hesitation, maybe even a deal breaker, but he just shrugged and said, yeah, I do not really care about having kids either. And I remember feeling relieved, like I finally found someone on the same page. For months everything felt perfect, no pressure, no weird comments, no you will change your mind someday, just calm. But then small things started feeling off. It was not obvious at first, just little comments here and there, like when we would see a family in public and he would say that would be nice someday, or when his friends had kids he would get oddly quiet, like he was thinking about something he was not saying out loud. I brushed it off. I told myself I was overthinking. But then one night everything shifted. We were at a dinner with his friends. One of them had just announced they were expecting a baby. Everyone was excited, talking about names, future plans, the usual stuff. And then someone asked him jokingly, so when are you next? He laughed, but then he said something that made my stomach drop. Yeah, I definitely want kids one day, just not right now. I froze. Not right now. That was not what he told me. I did not say anything. There I just smiled, like everything was normal, but inside my mind was racing, because this was not a small misunderstanding. This was the one thing I was clear about from the beginning. Later that night I asked him about it. At first he tried to brush it off, said he was just playing along with his friends, said it did not mean anything, but I did not let it go, and eventually he admitted it. He said, I thought you might change your mind. That hit harder than I expected, not because he wanted kids, but because he stayed knowing I did not, hoping I would become someone else. And suddenly everything made sense. The comments, the quiet moments, the way he looked at families, like he was imagining something. He was not on the same page. He was just waiting for me to turn it. And that is when I realized something I wish I understood earlier. A lot of people do not actually accept your choices. They just delay the conflict. They smile, agree, go along with it, and secretly hope time will fix it for them. But time does not fix differences like this. It just makes them hurt more later. We ended things not long after that. No big fight, no drama, just two people who wanted completely different futures. And yeah, it sucked, because he was not a bad person. He just was not honest, not really. And now I keep wondering, are there actually people out there who truly do not want kids? Or do most people just say that until they decide they want more? Because I am not changing my mind. So what would you do? Stay and hope your partner changes, or leave before it is too late.